us, remind us. All right.
Hi guys,
Hey guys, what's up?
what's going on?
It's 2019 is over and it's 2020.
2020, a new gaming year.
Yes.
And we got a lot of things to say about the last gaming year.
Yes.
You
So,
want to start?
yes, let's start
I'm not
with...
gonna look at your list.
No, it's because honorable mentions we should do first.
Okay, go.
Okay, no, carried over is first.
Oh, okay.
So I have River City Girls
Mm-hmm.
and Grease. I didn't play those two.
There's a Grease game?
Gris. It's Spanish for gray. Well, we know that we're Hispanic.
Oh, so it's actually called Grease?
Gris,
What's
yeah.
it about?
I know, everybody goes Gris. And it's like, no, it's Gris.
It's Grease.
But I think it's about a world that missing color, and then
Also,
she's
it's
like
literal
resurrecting. Yeah, and she has the power to do things. It's an indie, floating, pretty game, flat.
Is it the one where she's like hopping on
Hopping.
things?
Yeah,
Okay,
you've
okay,
probably
okay.
seen it.
I think I did see it. And like everything shifts?
Yeah, everything shifts, I think, yeah.
Yeah. I think we saw it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, River City Girls.
Which we both have to play.
Yes.
That's our together game.
I have Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Even though I started it,
You started it, you didn't finish it.
It just wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
And also Death Stranding.
Death Stranding is in your
Because I started,
carried over.
but I know I didn't even scratch the surface of that game. So, I have to play it. So what else do you have?
And nope, that's it for carried over. And then you have a
Disappointments?
top 5. I have a
Uh-huh.
top 10. Yes.
As usual.
Exactly. And then
Keeping it
we
with
should
tradition.
go with our disappointments. That would be next.
Okay. What's your first? How many
Mine?
do you have?
I only have 2.
I only have one.
2. I still remember one of your disappointments, that weird car game, and everybody like crashing, and it was horrible for you. And oh my god, that was so funny. So my first one would be Devil May Cry 5.
What?
It's not that it's a weird disappointment.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Explain.
Okay. So the reason it's a disappointment is I fucking love the remake.
Okay.
The DMC Devil May Cry, the one that came out a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's Devil May Cry 5, so it's back with the original characters.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with the original characters. I love the original Dante. But the new one just sparked and reinvigorated so much that, like, it just pissed me off. I want, like...
You want the new one again?
The other universe. I want a sequel to the other universe.
Okay.
So that's what I would say. And then also, like, like, some of the characters didn't have, like... Combat and gameplay-wise, the game was awesome. But I think story, I didn't like it as much.
Wasn't depth enough?
No, and then some of the characters are not in it as much, and they introduce more new characters. And then overall, I was like... Gameplay was amazing. And I do like the new character V. But no.
Overall, it just wasn't...
No.
What's your other disappointment?
My other disappointment in Indivisible.
What is that?
Indivisible is about this girl, and then her village gets attacked, and they kill her mentor or whatever, and then she has to make friends, and then try to avenge her people in her village. And then I love the story, and I love the voice acting. But I don't like the combat.
Oh.
It's like...
What's wrong with the combat?
It's, it has to be more strategic, which is okay. And there's not really leveling up, so you have to be more frantic with it.
What do you mean by there's no leveling up?
Like, you can't be all powerful.
Oh, okay.
Like, you never really are more powerful than the enemy. You're kind of always equal to the enemy, so you just have to always be good. So, you know, it's... I wish I could, like, equip things to make me more powerful.
So kind of like Jedi?
Yeah, kind of like that. But, it just didn't feel right combat-wise. I didn't... And I was, like... I left it. I was like, damn it, because I couldn't get into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That bad, huh?
Not super horrible. It's just I'm like, next.
You're never gonna know what my disappointment is.
Go.
Shenmue 3.
Shenmue 3? Your baby?
I cried.
She fucking loves Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2. She had the Dreamcast. She fucking loved that series.
I played it back when it was 4 discs. 4 discs. So I played Shenmue 3, and it was supposed to be like a, like finally you were getting to finally face off with the villain that killed your father.
Yeah.
And the fight was like 15 seconds long. You didn't actually fight. You threw punches at him all the time and he blocked everything. Because you were like in a burning building.
Mm-hmm.
So it had to be quick that way. But everything you threw at him, he blocked. And he didn't even attack you. He didn't even attack you. He was just walking around with his hands behind his back the whole time for 15 seconds. That's all it lasted.
Now, granted, if a game doesn't stick the landing, what about its journey? Was its journey worth it? Was it good gameplay? Like, delete the ending. Would it still be a disappointment?
That's the worst part. That wasn't even the ending.
Oh, it wasn't?
It didn't even end.
Oh, like, there's going to be, like,
He's
4 or 5?
still alive. The guy that killed your father is still alive.
Okay, damn.
And I thought this was it. I thought, oh my God, this is going to be...
You wanted it to be like a trilogy.
This is going to be the end. This is going to be, that's it. You know, you did what you were about to do. You trained your life away. And then it wasn't even an end.
That sucks.
Like, it ended with them walking up this giant, like, wall.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. And then it said, the story continues.
For another 3 games. Another trilogy. Oh my
30
God.
years from now. I mean, how long did it take them to make the 3rd game?
I have no idea.
That the fans funded. How is this a good plan?
I don't know. They should have had some finality. They could continue a thing.
But they don't even have the money to continue it.
Yeah. No, and then how you call it? Did it even sell well?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because we still have copies.
So then how are they going to make the other games?
So you're over Shenmue? Would you get 4 if it came out?
I mean, at this point, I would have to.
Because you want to finish the story.
Because I want some concrete ending to this.
How about his
fucking
girlfriend?
Game.
Finally meeting her or whatever.
Oh,
I don't know.
finally.
I played like half of the first one.
I mean,
and then I was like, I'm over it. But
okay, imagine that with prettier graphics.
Okay.
And that was the 3rd game.
Okay.
Nothing has changed. They've learned absolutely nothing from their previous games. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And I cried from frustration that was the ending. I was expecting so much more from it, and it just...
Yeah. That sucks.
It does suck.
Damn. I thought it was going to be in your top.
I know, me too.
Because Shenmue is awesome. Damn.
It's my baby, man.
Damn.
I know.
That's like us putting like Last of Us.
No.
That would never happen. We jinx it.
Knock on some wood.
No, they won't. Like,
No.
it looks good.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm still not even over it.
That sucks.
I know.
That sucks. Waiting for that. Well, I have the opposite effect. A game that I waited for 13 years is in my top 10.
It blew your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Maybe.
I know it is.
Maybe. I know it's the only game, but I gave it to you 13 years. Okay, so...
What's your number 10? Let's get into it.
No, we have to do honorable mentions right before we go into the list.
Okay.
Because it's like,
I don't have any.
you don't have any honorable mentions. Okay, I have 6. I need help, I know.
You do need
Okay,
help.
so Resident Evil 2, just because it would have been in my top 10, Resident Evil 2, but we have the rule of not having remakes, which we're going to break this year.
Last year was the last year that we had that rule. So
Which,
starting this year, we
so
can
maybe
include
Final Fantasy 7 will be in 2020, maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe, or maybe it'll be my disappointment.
Oh my God, you imagine?
Okay. Legend of Zelda is also a remake, Link's Awakening, but I really loved it. I enjoyed it. It would have been maybe my number 10 or 9.
Okay.
Super Mario Maker as well, honorable mention.
Really?
World War Z.
Okay.
It almost made it to number 10.
But it didn't?
But it didn't, because we had like a lot of fun with that game.
We did.
World War Z
It was
like
a lot of
amazing.
fun.
I wonder if it's in your top 5.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. And After Party was really good. It just didn't make it.
Okay.
After Party would have been like 12. But it's really good. It's about 2 best friends that die. and then they're in purgatory /
All
hell.
together.
They're in hell together.
Aw.
But I like it because it's also like a comedy. So it's like
Dark humor.
yeah, it's dark humor.
Aw.
So it's really cute because hell is like a really cool place, but yet not cool. But it's just super funny. And then little by little you get their backstories,
Oh.
and then and then they grow as people and stuff like that.
Aw.
Yeah, and
Do
then
they eventually make it out?
I can't tell you, even though there's multiple endings.
Oh, there are.
I think so. No, I know there is,
Okay.
but I don't know the other endings. So I
Okay.
would have to research the other endings. My ending, I could spoil. They didn't.
They
stayed
died?
in. They stayed in hell.
Forever?
Yeah, but the thing is, they're like
What
cool.
did you do?
But they're like cool there.
Oh.
No, because they actually really did die.
Oh, because they really like it there?
Because they really did die.
Yeah, but I mean, can't they
Because
get
they're
like, I don't know, like a happy
Because the
ending? They
premise,
don't want to leave
because
there?
the premise of the whole game is that the way they find out they could go back into the
To
real
life?
world, is
Oh.
if they outdrink the devil at a party.
Oh, like alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so those are your only choices? You either stay in hell or go back to being alive? You can't go to like heaven or a different
I don't know
place?
the alternate endings. I don't know the alternate endings.
Oh, okay.
But
That sounds
the
interesting.
gist of it is to try to get to the party the devil's in,
Uh-huh.
to outdrink him.
Oh.
So I went all the way to that or whatever.
And you could not drink him?
Yeah, because I think he says there is no way to get out. Because nobody has ever done it.
Nobody's
had
ever left?
succeeded
Oh.
in outdrinking him.
Oh, wow.
So I do outdrink. Do I outdrink him? I think my decision was not to outdrink him, or was it? I think I decided not to because I decided to like help him out because he has a problem.
He was
He's an
depressed?
alcoholic, and he's depressed because his sister wants you to like fail the game so they could have an intervention. It's so
Aw.
funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's lighthearted. Yeah, and it has Aloy does a voice in it.
No way.
Yeah, I think she's the cab driver
Oh my God.
that takes them to places, or I think she's their the spirit that's supposed to torture them.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's like really bad at it. Like she's really bad at it.
torturing them?
Yeah, she's
Oh
a
my
demon
God.
that's supposed to like torture their nightmares.
But she's too
It's a
nice?
really cute game. It's super cute. She's too nice, but she's trying to figure it out. But she fails, but she does succeed at the end.
Aw.
And it's a really good scene.
She sounds
Super
adorable.
cool. I'll show you the trailer and stuff like that. I'll tell
Okay.
you more about it.
Okay.
And then honorable mention, Untitled Goose Game, because it came out
you
for the
serious?
it came out
Are
for the
you
Switch.
kidding? I'm about to walk the fuck.
No, do not knock it. You have not played it.
It's a goose.
It's so amazing though.
I can't.
It has more character
I can't with
than
you.
Shenmue. Okay.
It probably would too.
It probably would. But yeah, that goose has more heart than that whole series. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it was really cute. But I played it like right after Christmas when it finally came out on PS4.
Oh my
So I
God.
can't. It's an honorable mention because I played it way too late,
Mhm.
and plus I had made the list already.
Mhm.
But it was in
And
my.
also, it's a fucking goose. If the goose made it to the list before the other honorable mentions, I don't even know.
I don't know why you hate the goose. The goose is gonna kill you
It's
tonight.
a fucking goose,
The
okay?
goose is gonna kill you
You
tonight.
can try.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go with my top 10 to 6.
Okay.
And then we go 5 back and forth like every year. Okay, so number 10
Is-
is Life is Strange 2.
Why is that number 10? All the way
Okay.
at number 10? I
Okay.
thought you loved it.
Okay, so first,
Oh
okay, so let me say the cons first of why it would be in number 10.
Okay.
But yet why it would still be high. I mean, it
On
made,
the
made
list.
the list, yes. Okay, so the episodic was really horrible this time around, as in the sense that we get one episode and in 2 to 3 months, maybe even 4 months later, we get episode 2.
Oh.
Like this game actually came out a year and a half ago. It's actually
And it's just now
counts
finished?
because it ended now in 2019, so it counts as a 2019 game.
Okay.
The first episode was in 2018, so like you
Oh,
know, but you
wow.
can't consider it completed.
Right.
Yeah, so that was 1. 2, you know, there's not as much action and stuff like that. You know, it's a story based, choose your own adventure
Slower.
type game. Yeah, so it's slower. So I hate saying that because like, you know, a game has to have gaming stuff in order to like
Be a game.
to be a game. But I don't necessarily think it does, but that's what but then again that's why I knock it lower to the list because
so you
I'm
do
like
think it does.
But the story is so impactful that yet it still does make my 10 because I still think it is important.
Okay.
If it makes any sense.
It does. I
think it makes sense. But yeah, the story I also did have problems with.
Why?
It was a little bit cringy.
Oh.
Because the two main characters are Hispanic. So the racism is a little bit, yeah, because we're Hispanic. But then again, we're like white Hispanic. We're not like, well,
that way.
No, but you know what I mean. Like and plus we're not like, we're Cuban. And plus we live in a predominantly Hispanic place. So we don't see as
much racism.
Racism maybe, I don't know. But maybe because they're like
where
somewhere
was
else.
the game set?
In California. Which
California
is weird.
has a
I
bunch
think
of,
so.
Oh yeah, but it also has a bunch of racist people.
Yeah, but then how you call it?
Where in California?
Santa Fe, I don't remember. Los Angeles, I forgot. Or is it? Yeah, no, because then they go to Seattle. Then they have to go to the border because they were trying to go to Mexico. But mainly that's where.
Wait, so they go up and then they go back down?
Yeah, because first they're going to their grandparents' house to hide or whatever. Their dad is the little boy has brother. The brother has powers.
Oh.
He accidentally kills the dad, but there was a cop at the scene of their house.
Who saw it all happen?
No, who dies too.
Oh.
So like they think the kids
Killed both of them.
Killed the cop and all of that. So they're on the run from the and all of that. So, but the racism felt weird. Okay. It did, but at the same time, it did feel, real. Like there was once, like the dialogue is weird. Did
they speak Spanish at all?
Yeah, no, they do speak Spanish.
Did they speak
and the actors are Hispanic that voiced them. Okay. So it's just, I guess the racism is like, I don't think it's like people would be that, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
I think they would be.
They would be, but like the way it's written, it doesn't seem real.
Okay.
Because sometimes racism could be subtle, or racism could be like not as like, you beaner, la ha ha, I hate you Mexicans, da da. It could be like that if you get like a stupid person.
Which there are a lot of.
No, there are. It felt weird.
It felt forced.
And then, yeah, like I know, like there's one scene where he beats like these rednecks, like beat him up or whatever, and then they're like, sing Mexicans, sing, and then he's like, he sings, I think, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in Spanish, and it just felt weird, and I'm like, this is making me uncomfortable. And then their story is sadder. But there was one person on Twitter that I saw their review and the way because Life is Strange 1 is two white women or whatever, even if they're queer or whatever.
They're still white.
Yeah, they still white, so they have a less persecution and less like
discrimination.
Less discrimination. So this person having powers or whatever has more discrimination. So you get to play life as someone else.
Of course.
Who might not have the same privileges.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and then when I saw it that way, I was like,
Makes sense.
It is. But then again, they're like American Mexican. Like they know perfect English or whatever.
Yeah, but.
And they don't dress Mexican or stereotypical.
That doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but like, they wouldn't be treated that.
Yeah, they would be.
You think they would be treated that bad?
I
don't think they would. That's why it's hard to like. But I still loved it, as in suspending my disbelief to still put my and I cried. My ending, I'll tell you my ending.
Oh my god.
When I got it. Oh my god, it made me cry like a little bitch.
Did they die?
And every ending is like really depressing and sad.
Oh god.
There's like not really a happy ending.
There's not a happy ending for these kids.
No, not at all. And this one has like 9 endings. I was like, damn.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So number 9 is Concrete Genie.
I have no idea what that is.
Concrete Genie is a little boy who gets bullied.
Oh my god.
Right? And then you have to...
Why are you playing depressing things,
I know,
man?
right? But he draws in the world to make it brighter, because the city he lives in...
It's great.
Is like, depressing and stuff like that.
Aww.
Companies have gone, they spilled oil, all that stuff, they're in poverty or whatever. But the kids bullied him. bully him, but then he starts to paint the world because the bullies break his book. He's like an artist, so it scatters all the genies, which is his drawings. So it's like, you know, his imagination, and he starts like lighting up the town and drawing and making it more beautiful.
So
And then you get to learn about the place and the magic and the lighthouse and and it was really, really cute. And I haven't felt a game like so heartwarming. Like I wanted to come home and play. It was peaceful. It was therapeutic. It was like, you know, the little sand with the rake, and you play with the balls, and you're like, breathe in, breathe out. Like it's a very peaceful game. The last time I felt that was with Okami in the PlayStation 2, which is also drawing. For some reason, drawing in games is like so peaceful.
It is.
And also bringing life to a world that's gray.
Did they have nice music?
It also did have like nice music. It like whimsical, and then also the cutscenes were like half Pixar, half like clay animation, and stuff like that. So it looked fucking gorgeous. Like PlayStation put money into that game. Like I'm like, damn, this looks like a fucking like beautiful film, like a Disney Pixar. Like it looked really gorgeous. I was like, whoa. And then I liked it was also had little dark elements, because when he touches one of the bullies, when he gets the power of the paintbrush or whatever, he could see like their history and their past.
And they were going through shit.
And they're going through shit, and then. Well, I'll spoil a little bit.
Like
through the middle of the game, the bullies are not bullies anymore, and then you get to be friends with them because there's a bigger threat. And then, but you get to learn, and then it was really beautiful, and it made me like teary, and I'm like, it was a feel good game. So it's number 9. Like yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
8, Fire Emblem, 3 houses. Okay, Fire Emblem, I fucking love. It's my only Nintendo game. My only like Nintendo exclusive on my list this year. Fire Emblem, I just love story and everything. And then this one had like 3 factions into war. It's always about war. Like it's never gonna not be about war because it's a strategic game and there has to be about war and stuff like that. But I like it because it had a school atmosphere.
Okay.
They all go to the same school.
Like high school?
Yeah, it's like high school, but it's also, you know, preparing for war and stuff like that. Because there's 3 nations. And then in the middle is where the school. Yeah, but the middle land is neutral, like Switzerland, but it's neutral, so they all go to school there.
Okay.
But like,
are they all from the different lands?
They are all from the different land, and you choose.
Which land do you want to be from?
Yes, so you choose. Yeah, and then the twists and turns of the story, and I'm like, oh shit! Like it was like I was like Glenda was playing with me. Like at the same time, and so Elizabeth, and we were like calling each other because we all like were like freaking out of the story. It was so good.
I might play it. I really like Fire Emblem actually.
Yeah. And then I picked Claude. He's in the Golden Deers. I love him to death. I also love the voice actor. He's so adorable. But yeah, other than him being hot, the character, the voice actor too. But no, he's like, I love his story because he's like really cool and he's very suave and he's kind of the neutral character. Like he really wants to like end racism. Like low key. Like he's so cool. I loved his character, and then I also loved the other students. And then, you know, you get to learn all your students' backstories and your teammates, and it was just overall it was a great game. The reason I guess it's lower on my list than past Fire Emblems, I feel like the gameplay didn't do anything new. Story did a bunch of things new and stuff like that, but the gameplay was more of the same. So maybe I wish for another Fire Emblem they would do something different. Yeah, and then I'm also a little bit disappointed with the gay options.
Because there weren't any?
Slightly. There were 3, but you can't get married. Like they block you from being married or having children or whatever. Yeah, it's
you can have a family.
It's sad endings for it's bittersweet endings for the gays. Except for one of them. One of them is really good, but then at the same time you have to hide it. It's really they're weird with gay relationships.
Why is it gotta be always like that?
Yeah.
Why do we always have to get either death or divorce?
No. Guess what? You lucked out because I guess Japanese culture loves lesbians.
Oh God.
Okay, there's 3 options. There's 3 options for gays, right? Gay men, men options. There's 9 for lesbians.
There's 9?
Yes, and then lesbians.
Do they all get happiness?
Yes. They get happy. Some get sad, but like, you know, some of the straight ones get sad too.
But the majority
But like
get
the
happiness?
majority, yeah, you have better options.
Finally.
But no. What
I
about
know.
the guys?
I know.
No, and then two of them are like older, so it's kind of weird because they're like
I
19
know.
and they're like 50 or 40, 50, so it's kind of gross.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then they have wives and children.
What?
So they leave their wives and children.
For the men? Or
It's
for
really,
the boys?
For the main guy character if you play a guy.
Oh my
And
God.
then the main, because you know how it's 3 characters?
Uh-huh.
You could romance the girl as the main character.
Uh-huh.
If you're a girl, you pick a girl because you pick girl or boy. You could romance the girl. But if a boy, you can't romance the boy options.
option?
Because I wanted Claude.
Oh.
It would have been awesome. No, and Claude flirts with you like a lot. Like it's there.
But they just don't let you have it.
They don't let you have it, little bitch.
You can have your
But
cake
yeah,
and eat it
so
too.
yeah, Japanese has a long way to go when it comes to that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, but I still love the games or whatever. Number 7, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I fucking love Castlevania games, and I love the battle system and the RPG elements and the Metroidvania and stuff like that. Bloodstained, I love. I kickstarted it 4 years ago, so my name is in the credits. I love it. But yeah, that game I loved so much.
Okay.
And I platinumed it. And I was like, and I platinumed it. Santi hasn't platinumed it yet. I was so proud of that. But I just love it. Gameplay was key for that one.
Okay.
Story, it was basic and kind of repetitive, but it was okay. But gameplay is just so addicting.
Okay.
And then it's like I think my number 3 game in time length, like that I put the most hours, because PlayStation calculated all the hours you spent on a game. Yeah. So like I just was combining weapons, like doing upgrades to that, leveling up, leveling it up, and all of that, and leveling up my powers, because when you kill the demons or whatever, you could accumulate their powers and stuff like that. You could also upgrade their powers, like have more ice force field or throw fire, or you could also collect companion spirits like a fairy or a sword that follows you.
A sword follows you?
Yeah, and then they'll attack too, and then you can level them up too.
Oh.
Yeah, so like it's just gameplay for Bloodstained is addicting. I want a Bloodstained 2. I fucking love Bloodstained, and I also love the music, and then I love like gothic, like vampires and werewolves,
Dark
and
shit.
yeah, I love dark shit, and also she's operatic. You know, she's stained glassed. Like it's gorgeous. I love the animation and everything. Well, actually, I wish it was 2D. I wish it was hand drawn. But at the end of the day, I still liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, because original games for Castlevania series, they were more hand-drawn. But this one, they went more 3D, so it could kind of look funky at times, but whatever.
But it was so pretty.
But I'm just saying, overall, the whole package, like music, like replayability, gameplay, and everything, story was the weakest point. I could give it that, because it's kind of basic. Even though I did like the twist.
But it's what you expected.
Yeah, but it's what you want. So it's like, if you got, but sometimes that could fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then number 6, Control.
I can't believe
Control.
number 6 is Control.
So that
Why
means
is it
probably
so
it's higher in her list.
motherfucking low
Okay.
on your list?
Like the same way with you and Shenmue,
I can't.
the same way with you and Shenmue,
Uh-huh.
Control did not stick the landing for me.
What?
But it's still really high on my list.
Why didn't it stick the landing?
Because I'm like, I wanted more, which is weird. And then what's up with her brother? Like, what is her brother? And like, they didn't really continue the brother storyline. Like, I didn't get it. Like, and then I felt I wanted more. I wanted more.
More in what sense? What more did you want?
For example, I love the side quests more than the main story threads. Because the side quests were so funky, like going into that weird mirror or doing the artifacts of power and stuff like that. No, I know. And then plus, I wanted more of her backstory. And her backstories is like in memos. But there's a lot of things I love. Like I love the music. I love the collectibles you find, which are the puppets. I love those. They're so adorable.
I really love the mods.
The mods? Yes, that too. That became addicting. Yeah, because I like my gun right now has like plus 50, plus 70 percent damage, and like when you stack, it's like game. That's why it's really high on my list.
It's really awesome.
Yeah, story is lower,
It
but
shouldn't be lower.
gameplay is super high.
Story.
It's not
was
super low.
fucking
It's not super
amazing.
It was great. It was great. It was
It
above
was.
average.
I mean, okay. When was the last time you played a game that for the first 5-6 hours you had no idea what the fuck was happening?
That's true. It's just when a game doesn't land its ending, it hurts it for me. It could hurt the whole overall experience.
I mean, I guess I get that part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe if it
Didn't you feel weird at the ending?
No.
Or you were like okay with the ending?
No, I loved it.
I guess it's because I'm like, what's the plot line of the brother? Like, what's the point of the brother?
We'll talk more about this later.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and then number 5, we're going to go with you first because I've been talking for a lot.
Oh, okay.
So you reveal your 5,
Okay.
and then I'll reveal my 5, and then we'll...
All right, my number 5 is World War Z.
World War Z? Yes, I knew it made her top.
It did.
Okay.
Because we had so much fun.
We did.
It was
We
a
had
lot of fun. I really loved specifically that they gave each character their own story.
Yeah.
And that they showed it to you, because that's one thing probably that I'd like for Apex to do. Because, you know, they're both online games and stuff. But
Overwatch is doing it.
yeah?
Yeah, so maybe Apex will do it eventually.
I hope they do, because you don't know anything about the characters from Apex unless you go online.
Yeah.
And you
do they have
research.
comics for Apex, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Because
Oh
I
my
think that's
God.
going to be her number 1, to be honest.
Imagine if they did. I would so buy them. But yeah, World
We'll
War
research
Z
afterwards. Make you waste
is my
money.
number 5, because it was just so much fun, and I thought it was really refreshing for an online game to be looking so amazing. Like the graphics were great. The random things that the characters say were pretty hilarious. I like that they had so many different missions, but I wanted more. I wanted even more missions. Because, you know, after you finish all of them, what's there left to do? Do them all over again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wish that they would...
There was more. And then the DLC did come out, but it came out a few months later. And we were like... But that's actually not bad of a game to be wanting more.
Yeah.
That's why Control is still high on my list. Because you want more. Yeah. But it was also a complete surprise. Because I know, like, for example, I discovered it first. Like, and then I was like... Santi and you and all of that, and I was like, because I wanted more people to play it with me and stuff like that, and we were like addicted. We were really addicted.
We played every single day for a while.
For a little bit, yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I love the guns and the upgrades and stuff like that.
I thought it was really awesome. I also like that they all had their quirks.
Yeah, and we also had to play it again because now they added like private chat rooms. Like, we didn't have private chat rooms. We had to get, like, on the separate messenger.
On the party, yeah.
Yeah. So, and they did a lot of fixes to it. And plus, I think they added another level.
We have to play it, then.
Yeah, we have to play it.
We have to get back to it.
And Apex. I want to play more Apex. I do.
You always say that shit, and you never play.
I know, but I will. Especially that every game was postponed to, like, April, May. It's because Witcher has my time right now. But...
Which is a gigantic game, and you're never going to finish
No, I'm going to play Apex with you. And I love playing with you and your sister. It's really fun. And I love the robot. I just love the robot. Whatever his name is. So cute.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, like he's so adorable.
That's my least favorite character.
That's your least favorite cat?
I hate him.
You. Why do you hate me so much?
It's because he tells you everything he's doing.
I'm walking.
Yes! He says, I'm going over here. But nobody asked you where you were going. Shut the fuck.
That's what robots do.
Whatever.
They're so roboticist.
Whatever. Just go.
Number 5 for me is talking about robots. How funny this one has a robot too. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Okay. Story I loved. I loved it more than the Star Wars movie that we got this year. But I'm not going to go delve into that. But yeah.
I can't even believe it's so high on your list.
What, Star Wars? You didn't like it? Like it was okay?
We'll get to it.
Okay. Oh, because it's your number 4, I guess?
We will get to it.
Okay, let me shut up. But yeah, I love the combat. And I was scared because it was like Dark Souls. They had said it was like Dark Souls or like Sekiro. Sekiro, I can't get into it.
You love
I don't know
the
how
combat?
You can get it. I love the combat. Yeah, I ended up loving it.
You love the combat?
Yes. Granted, I'm on normal/easy mode. Like, I'm in the middle. I didn't crank it up to the, like, really hard mode.
Of course, you can't. Because they hit you one time and you're dead. Okay. Let me just get this out.
But then put it on easy mode.
Listen, it's my number 4.
It's your number 4.
It's only above World War Z because it actually has a storyline. That's the only reason. Because if not, World War Z would have beat it. Because Who the fuck wants to be in the middle of a level after you've beaten 500 people, have some random shit come out, kill you, and have to do it all over again?
Yeah.
Because your save was wherever before
Yeah.
that. No.
But that's why you do little cheat thingies. Like, you defeat the same toad for 4 hours to get the skill points.
To get up? No.
To get enough skill points.
No.
And then go back to the save point.
You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that in a game.
No, I get you.
I was so...
I
Let me
get
tell you. I haven't gotten more into that game. I'm in it. Like,
Yeah.
a lot. But I haven't gotten more in it because every time I have, like, a streak, I die at a random place, and then I have to do everything over again.
Are you on easy?
I think I'm on medium.
Drop it down to the really story mode. You still get all the trophies, and you can still platinum it. Nobody's gonna judge you. Fire Emblem.
I'm gonna judge me.
Fire Emblem. I'm like on casual easy.
I'm gonna judge me. I have never played a game on easy, nor will I ever.
Witcher's on easy. Just because I want to get through the whole $300.
That's why.
You're so mean to me. I don't think that. I'm not the type of person who like judges somebody if they go on easy.
I don't judge other people, but I judge.
No, I get you. You judge yourself.
Yeah.
Me, I'm okay with it because we don't got time for that.
I'm not okay with it. Like, why did they have to do it that way?
Like for example, the opposite. I would love Sekiro if it had an easy mode. Now, granted, I respect the designers and the developers if they don't want an easy mode. I could understand it, but I would get it because Sekiro, I love the story.
Sekiro, yes.
I love the animation and the characters and the tone and everything, but it's way too hard for me.
It is pretty hard.
It is super hard.
It is pretty hard, honestly.
Like, I can't.
But it's really good.
Yeah,
like
but I
the
can't.
little that I played
it's
of
too
it.
hard, especially with the monkeys that Santi got into, and I was like, I can't do this because he let me play. Like, I actually physically. It's because blocking.
But if he was like already like in the game and you randomly came to play it.
And then for Santi, no, because we got in our release date, so I saw him play the first 5 hours, and I played with him.
Oh, okay.
So I got a taste for the game because I was thinking of getting it, but I was like, no, because I can't.
It's too much.
I can't. It's too hard, because I'm the type of gamer that I suck with blocking and parrying. I'm very impatient as a gamer.
Yes,
I'm like,
you are.
I like hack and slash.
He does.
Yeah. So like. You know, I get the shotgun. I'm up
His go-to
up
gun
close
is a
and personal.
shotgun.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Up close and personal. So Sekiro I can't. And then Santi couldn't beat it. He couldn't beat it.
Hasn't beat
it got too grueling hard that but then he's also on, well, no, it has no difficulty. So he's like, he just can't beat it.
He couldn't beat it.
He couldn't beat it.
Oh my god.
And for Santi not to beat it, because Santi is like in a weirder level than me. Like, I don't consider him a better gamer or anything. But like he could beat hard games. Like, he's that hardcore, like nasty type gamer who like could do like those grueling games, the
like
harder
Ninja
games.
Gaiden?
I can't do that.
So you never played Ninja Gaiden?
Yes, I did.
Which one?
Ninja Gaiden. I think the first, second, and even the third, Sigma.
Yeah.
I've played the series. I dabbled in each one.
Okay.
Yeah, and also there was like a collection that brought all of them.
You didn't think that was hard?
Yeah, but there's also upgrades. And plus the wall jumping is really satisfying. Yeah. Sekiro is like way, way, way harder.
Yeah, it is.
No, because Ninja Gaiden is also hack and slash. And there's also dodging and moving fast, and you move way faster.
You do move.
Sekiro is more methodic.
Ryu is my baby.
He's hot.
He's delicious.
He is delicious.
Okay, so
you're number 4. Oh, you already said it.
yeah, we already went
Because
through
my
this.
5 was 4. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I went stupid. Yeah, my 5
What's your
was your
4?
4. My 4 is Kingdom Hearts 3.
What?
It was actually higher, but
Some things happen.
the next game you'll understand why I put it above Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know. I thought that was gonna be your number 1.
Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
No.
You've been waiting
I know.
for it
I've been waiting
for
13
300 years for it. You spent 700 hours on it.
76.
I mean, I thought it was a shoo-in.
Yeah,
But you
it
know
didn't
what?
land the ending.
You know what?
That's why it goes lower.
I'm starting to get the feeling that your number 1 is gonna make me want to explode.
She might kill me today.
Oh my god. You didn't. sweet baby Jesus.
I don't know what she thinks and what she's gonna judge me on my number one, because like number one is an amazing game. All right,
No,
we're not there yet. So Kingdom Hearts 3, why I fucking love it. Okay, but why it's lower? It didn't stick the end. It didn't stick the ending.
It didn't.
It didn't.
What did it do?
How you call it? Everybody gets a happy ending. Everything gets resolved. Everything is climaxing. Everything is getting fucking perfect. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The main character dies, goes into a separate world, and then his girlfriend gets kidnapped again. So the main characters doesn't. That's like if everything got resolved in Shenmue, but then the girl and him are again like
Hell
the
no.
same. That
So
that
like
same
basically
feeling.
what happened?
Exactly, same that thing. But the journey was
amazing?
amazing. Like I cried at the beginning because
That was all the emotion.
it's waiting 13. I'm getting emotional
you're
now.
getting emotional.
Waiting 13 years and then finally playing it, and then I'm still a Disney bitch. I love Disney shit. So like it was just and then I thought I was gonna hate the Pirates of the Caribbean
But-
level. It's my favorite level.
Oh.
I'm like yo ho, Pirates life for me. Like. I loved everything of the game. The music, the story. The story was actually really amazing, apart from the ending. Like, even with, because, the story could be whack. It's all over the place. But in its whackness, it was
Disney
coherent. Even if in its weirdness, it was coherent. And in the cutscenes it was amazing. To me, it was amazing. There are flaws.
ending.
It didn't, the ending, and it didn't have Final Fantasy characters and stuff like that. But the DLC is going to fix things. But the DLC is this year, so, if you're not going to complete a game. But, I still love the journey, and the journey outweighs the magic. Frozen level could die.
Whoa.
I love the movies. I love Elsa. Elsa's my queen and lord and savior.
You're about to get stabbed.
But the level, I do not like it. You have to build the snowman twice. Olaf is so fucking annoying.
What is he?
I want him to melt to death.
Why?
But in the
Oh my
movies,
God.
he's good. You have to build him twice. You have to find him. But the level is a snow level. How the fuck do you find snow in snow? It's white on white. It's like, I can't. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts is my number 3. Fucking amazing. I love it.
Okay.
My number 4, sorry.
Okay, go to your number 3. So then I could do my number 3.
You don't want to go with your 3 and then my 3?
We could do that way.
Okay.
All right, my number 3 is Apex.
Apex Legend. I thought it was going to be number 1. I almost choked. It's not your number 1. Did you do it on purpose? Because I was like, everybody's joking around. All our friends are like, Apex is going to be her number 1. Did you do it on purpose? Like let me surprise everybody.
No.
Surprise.
I did it.
Oh, damn. Now I'm totally shocked. I
The
don't
way
know when
that
you're
my
number 1 or
heart
2.
felt it.
Wow.
Because Apex, although is amazing.
Story. I get you. We're story bitches.
There's no story, you know? And I, at the bottom of my heart, I'm a story bitch. I need story.
We do.
And Apex doesn't have it. But it has everything else. It has fun. It has hilarious characters. It has friends. I mean, when you're in there with your friends, killing another squad, and shit goes down, you're really in it, you know?
Yeah.
You feel like you're really in it.
Gameplay is key, but
Gameplay
it was
is
still
amazing,
missing other elements.
but we're missing the story.
Yeah.
I mean, if it had a story, it would have been my number 1 hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. I mean,
get you.
225 hours.
Yeah, 225 she put into it with her PlayStation Roundup. Damn. I was shocked.
I know.
I don't think I've ever put more than 200 hours in a game. The most I think I've gotten is maybe 160, 180.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm I don't know how that happens.
I'm so proud of me.
I know, that's awesome.
But yeah.
No, but I've seen other players, because you could go on Twitter and click the hashtag to see other people's. There was one girl who had 890 on Apex. I was like, damn, and 400 on Overwatch. I was like,
Oh my
whoa.
God.
That's
No
nonstop.
life.
Nonstop.
That's literally being
But
locked
it's
up in
because
your
you
room.
also have a clan that you play with online and all of that.
Yeah.
You have,
Cause you make,
so you make it kind of like a job, but not like a fun job that you could do.
yeah. You know, I was thinking about that recently. What would it be like to play games for a living?
I know, it would be fucking amazing.
Imagine.
I would love it.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. It would be awesome.
It would be a dream come true.
Can you imagine doing this for a living and getting paid?
Can you imagine?
It would be so awesome.
It would be amazing.
We should do it one day. Do a podcast. Live the dream.
But yeah, Apex is my number 3. I mean, honestly, everything's great about it. I had never gotten into
like an online
game like this.
No, and it's also
especially first person. Yes.
Yeah, because this bitch hates first person.
I hate first person with a passion, but this has gotten me to like it. Yeah. So I think it finally has.
Now I can recommend all 700 games in first person.
Yes, like all the Far Cry's.
Yeah, all the Far Cry's are fucking amazing. I love the Far Cry's, but I
think now I can give them a chance because all this first.
That happens. I used to be against open world like 20 years ago or whatever.
You used to be against open world.
I was like, it's too big, it's too scary. As like when I was like 17 or whatever.
I can never finish.
Yeah, I can never finish. There's too many things. But now it's like I want open world.
Now when you
I don't want everything open world,
but now when you get a game that's not open world, you wish there were more options.
Oh, but yeah, there were more.
Maybe
options.
not 100% open, but like that you could explore more.
Exactly. Okay, can you guess my number 3?
I have no idea what your number 3 is.
You have no idea.
What's missing?
Let me give you a clue.
Okay, can you give me a good clue?
Okay, I'll give you a good clue.
And that fucking purple, yellow.
For my number 1,
brown.
I gave you. I'm gonna actually reveal it here. Okay, so the clue I gave her for my number 1 is orange, purple, brown, and sometimes white.
No,
I'll reveal it.
Sometimes brown, always white.
There we go. I'll explain it.
And I know what it is.
Don't tell me. Don't reveal it.
I know what it is, and I'm so pissed.
Okay, so my number 3 is. I'll give you the clue of Mickey Mouse.
What the fuck?
What is Mickey Mouse? A mouse.
A mouse.
What game has rats?
Oh, Plague Tale?
Yep, Plague Tale. Innocence. That game was such a fucking surprise.
I know.
I got it randomly. We've seen trailers years ago. And we're like, this little French game looks cute.
It looks adorable.
It looks cute. We love female protagonists, so we're already like drawn to it. And then the story looked really good. The gameplay, we were scared a little bit, but not too much. And it's not a popular studio. We don't know them that well. So we were apprehensive. But then, oh my God, look how high it is.
They blew it out of the water.
I fucking loved it. It had everything. It had all the things. It had like really great.
It's my number 2.
It's your number 2? Oh my God, yes. Did we go with your number 3? Apex Legends.
Yeah, Apex.
Okay, so we could talk about 2 and 3.
And 3. It was incredible.
Wasn't it incredible?
I mean, it was just so incredible. It was almost my number 1.
Oh yeah, it was getting there. It was getting there. But then 2 and 1, I'll reveal eventually. But okay, so I love this world. And I want a sequel. I want more.
I want more too. I need to know what happens with this little kid.
Yeah.
I need to know how his powers grow.
Yes, how his and then and I loved all the side characters. All the side characters.
They were amazing.
You feel for them.
You do.
And
Oh my God, the brother and sister.
Yes, the twins, the ginger twins.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
It got to me.
It got to me hard too.
Honestly, it got to me.
And then the butcher, the son of the
the son of the
one who makes the swordsman or whatever. Like all their story. Roderick. What was it? Roderick?
Was it Frederick?
I know it's.
I don't know.
It's Amicia and Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
And Hugo grows as a character. First, I didn't like the kid because games sometimes with kids. He's annoying as fuck. But then you start to.
I mean,
and what a surprise! What a surprise when you play as him.
Yeah.
That's where I switched. That's where I started to like him.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah, that was such a fucking surprise because we don't know shit about the game.
Yeah.
So we're like, and then I didn't reveal anything to you. I just said, Jax,
you have to play it.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was gonna be really high on her list. Like I knew it was gonna and then I love Amicia.
I loved. She was so incredible.
Like she's up there with Aloy.
Oh my God, she was so freaking incredible. I can't. And you know who else I loved? I loved their mom.
Their mom was really good.
Oh my God.
Yes.
She was so incredible.
She was incredible.
I mean, I love the whole pretense of the game. I mean, everything was perfect. The side characters were so well written. I mean, they all developed so incredibly.
Yeah, everybody was well developed.
There's such an arc for all of them.
All the characters have like a middle, start, middle, and ending. Like
all of them.
Everything. And then the gameplay is also really good. Like I did not think a slingshot with a rock, the most basic element in other games, that you use a rock to distract someone. But here it's the main fucking weapon. Yes, it felt so satisfying. And then the upgrades for it.
It was really satisfying, but also I think it was really helpful in the sense of suspense. Because you as a player and, as a person in real life, you don't think you're going to be able to do any damage with a slingshot and a freaking rock. So you're like, oh my God, is this really gonna work? And you're there swinging it, and honestly, it was so
But
good.
then it's smart because then you get to put like a liquid on the rock to make, because you know the soldiers with the metal, you know, helmet or whatever, you know, you could swing a rock with like a type of thing that makes acid that makes them take it off, and then you can
shoot
and
it at them.
then oh my God, and then the rats, I was like,
oh my God.
ooh, I get shivers.
Yes.
The rat mechanic
oh my
and all.
God.
Like, oh my God, because it's also slightly kind of like a horror game, but not really. It's suspense.
But it has the feel.
It has horror elements. So, like, that's another thing I like. The gothic element
was,
of, like,
it
with
was
the
really
blood
dark.
stain and then with
It was
blood
really,
plague.
really dark.
It was really, really dark.
And I think that's what I like. And it's
realistic to the times or whatever.
Yeah, and it's different to see these dark games include children.
Exactly.
It's
Include
really
children.
it's you know, it's something that I hadn't seen before, and it was kind of jarring because, you know, they're children, so you want to protect them, but
Yes.
but they're also really badass, and they can handle themselves, like, because they've had to survive. So it was really good. It was
Plague Tale was like
amazing.
a big ass surprise, and I want them to make more, and I fucking love them. And
I hope we get more, because I mean, I still have so many things that I want to learn.
yes, no, and they left it open ended.
Yeah.
Even though if they were to never continue, I'm satisfied too.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied too.
It was that type of
That's
ending
where it
that could have
lands the
continued
ending.
or stopped.
It could continue or stop. But we wouldn't.
I hope it continued.
We wouldn't be subjected.
I wouldn't mind if
Mind
it
if
continued.
continued.
But it also, I think it was
Yeah,
good
like
enough to be over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's your number 2?
my number 2 is, come on, sing it with me. Days go by and I think of you. Days Gone. But yeah, Days Gone.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. You probably guessed my number 1. Let me explain my number 1, and do not interrupt me, because I am getting so much hate for the game at number 1 from multiple people on Facebook, from multiple, like, even my closest friends. Okay, but let me not get to number 1. I'm going ahead. Let me go to Days Gone. Stop it. Okay, so Days Gone was fucking amazing, even with its
Wasn't that
flaws.
your number 1 game?
What?
In the year?
Days Gone?
Of the hours that you put into it?
Yeah, it was number 1.
How could you not put it above your actual number 1? I'm about to stab you.
Let me explain why. Okay, so I have to now I have to explain the faults with my number 2 just to explain my number 1. Okay, Days Gone was fucking amazing, and it's still super high. It's number 2 on my list, but it was a glitchy hot mess when it first came out. Slightly, I almost got scared because I thought my save file was gonna be deleted.
You can't judge it based on that.
You could.
No.
You could.
You have to judge
it's
it when it was in its
AAA
prime.
game. It should have been more polished. It should have, and especially that one of my side quests glitched so much that I almost couldn't progress, and I got scared because I was already 40, 50 hours in, and to get stuck and restart all over, thank God, I was able to, there was times that my game turned off. It went bad. So that's the only way. And it's still number 2 because I fucking love Days Gone. And I love Studio Bend. Okay, the characters, amazing. I love Deacon. I thought it was going to be cliche against, Last of Us wannabe. It's not. It's not a Last of Us wannabe. It doesn't want to be Last of Us. It had amazing characters. Mm-hmm. It has some similarities to Last of Us, and stuff like that, but not really. Mm-hmm. I love the gameplay is key too. I love the melee. I love getting the gas tank and exploring the world and doing all the side options and everything. And then another thing is that could have helped Control get higher on the list. The DLC dropped little by little throughout the whole year for Days Gone. So we got even more of Days Gone with those weekly challenges. That we got a whole new little chapter of the game to play, and it was fucking amazing. I was every Tuesday I was looking forward for the new DLC drop. And that's how they that's fucking awesome. And it's free, I think, right? Was it free? Yeah, everybody gets it. I don't think if it's part of the season pass, I don't think it had a season pass. But whatever. I got more of Days Gone, so that's why it's higher level, because of the weekly challenges and putting hours into it.
What was bad with it? Other than the glitching.
Other than the glitching and stuff like that? That's all. That's why it's number 2 and not number 1.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You made it number 2 because it glitches? Because it glitches.
No, because also
base it on something
No,
that has to do with the
because
game.
also the enemies are stupid. The enemies at the camp, not the zombies. The enemies
The
in
zombies
the camps,
are smarter than the people.
Yeah, the people are like really stupid. Like they walk off the map. Sometimes they get stuck in a log. Like you have to admit the humans are stupid. Like the AI, they didn't perfect it. And then the hordes, which is the main draw of the game, is not till like hour 40, hour 50. It's mostly end game stuff. The hordes of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what's up with that?
Okay.
Because you advertise the
I
game
guess
in the
that's valid.
trailers and all. It is valid.
That one's valid.
That one's valid. So that's why it gets not. But it's still number 2. That's the power of it. I can't deny that it's still, it's a uncut gem. It's almost a diamond. What's your number 2? Is it Days Gone? Or Days Gone is your number 1? Don't reveal your number 1.
I already gave you my number 2.
Which was Plague Tale?
Plague Tale.
Oh, okay. So your number 1. Days Gone.
No, my number 1's Control.
Your number 1 is Control. That's hot. Some networks, their number 1 is Control. Some like outlets.
My number 1 is Control.
Explain. I will give you the flaw.
Okay. Control has been the first game.
I don't even need that sheet anymore. I already know my number 1.
Listen, I already know your number 1 too. And I don't think I'm ever going to get over your number 1.
Okay.
Control has been the first game that I've started playing, and immediately I was already drawn in for a long time. I mean, when was the last time we got a real, like, solid game, like, story-wise? Because this game, for me at least.
Atmosphere. I'll give you atmosphere.
Atmosphere was...
But I'll let you finish, like,
So...
Because I'll try not to laugh. I'm like seizuring.
When you're playing the game, for me, at least for me, my experience was that when I was playing Control, I felt like I was in a journey and I didn't know where I was going. And I love that about it. At least for like the first 5-6 hours. Because I didn't know what the was going on. Because you get there, you're at the bureau, you don't know what's happening, you know there's something that's taking over the people, and that's it. That's all you have.
Yeah, the atmosphere is really good.
That's all you have to go on. Then you pick up a gun, and you're magically the director. And you're sitting there and you're like, what's happening? And that draw, that I need to find out more, I need to figure out everything, that pull that it had.
Yeah.
Is something that I haven't felt in a game in a while. Probably I would say since Horizon. And that who else has pulled you in like that?
My number 1.
Your number 1 is a piece of shit.
Continue, okay.
I love the mods. The mods are ridiculously
Gameplay
addicting.
is key. I would understand.
Gameplay, oh my god.
My number 1, for your number 1, your number 1's gameplay, I'll give it, it's more fun.
It is more fun.
Yeah,
You know what else I loved? That, I kind of realized, it was like a delayed reaction to it, is that you don't have to worry about ammo.
Yeah, you don't. You just have to get the refresh.
You don't have to worry about ammo.
Yeah, because you're in a supernatural world.
Yeah,
so
technically you're in a world that doesn't exist, but...
Yeah.
But, that part of it, when I finally realized, I was like, oh my god, I wonder where I'm going to find ammo. And then I thought, I don't need ammo. I've never played a game where you don't need ammo. Where you don't need to constantly be finding things to proceed. Which is something that oh my god, I think I skipped one.
Did you skip one?
Did I? No. Which is something that I hated about, not the ammo because you don't have ammo in Star Wars, but the life also. In Control, you pick it up from the enemies when you kill them.
Yeah.
In
so
Star
it's a take
Wars,
and pull.
You have to save to regenerate. They couldn't have put in like a plant that you can pick up.
Well, you have BD1.
Yeah.
Eat the stems.
But when you run out of that,
you go to a save point.
That's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous.
Switch it to easy.
That's ridiculous, man.
No, I get you.
There's got to be something in the environment where you can pick it up. Anything. I don't know, recharge BD1, something, anything at all. But no, they had to make it stupid. Anyway, we're not back at Star Wars. So Control, I mean, for me, it was a home run. For me, it was a home run. I didn't feel
Control is pretty awesome.
I didn't feel that anything missed.
Yeah.
It was.
You felt
for me,
completely satisfied with story 2?
I did because the whole game is pretty much. It's pretty much set in a world where anything is possible.
Yeah.
You know.
But you don't think they could have done more?
I mean, they could have done more.
Yeah. But it is the first game.
It could have done more, but I mean, for being a first game,
it was a good tease.
I mean, yeah.
It was a good, big ass tease.
Yeah. You know who was one of my favorite characters?
The doctor?
The janitor.
Oh, the janitor, yeah, the Russian. Is it Russian?
He was Russian.
He was so funny.
I loved him.
He was so funny.
Oh my god, I loved him so much.
And he gives you the radio.
Oh, he's.
I loved that. No, also Control. I will give it the biggest surprise level in a game this year when you put the headset and you're in the maze. And then with the song, the Take Control, that heavy metal song, that level, like just that level would be number 1 in like levels of the year.
It's that
like that level was so fucking beautiful.
I mean, it was
kick
so.
ass.
It's that the whole game was so sensory.
But I want more of that. Like if they do a sequel, I want more of the weirdness. Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
I hope they do more of the weirdness.
Take us there. Yeah.
I really do, because that's what made it so unique. I mean. There's so many things unexplored still in that world.
Yeah. And then they could keep going.
They could. I hope they do.
Yeah, no, and we don't get Jessie's her whole backstory.
Yeah.
And her brother's still open ended. That's
why
I
know you can't let go of the brother thing.
I know I can't let go of the brother. Because he was so kick ass and like evil, and I didn't really trust him, but was he evil? But he's an understandable evil because they experimented. He got stuck. Through. Yeah, he got stuck there. She got to go back into the real world. Like, I wanted more. I wanted more.
I mean, I can understand that.
And it was more atmosphere than substance, I believe.
Okay.
I still fucking loved it. Like side quest and everything. Like I platinumed it too. I fucking love Control.
I mean, I don't know if it was more atmosphere than substance.
But like for example, Plague Tale, I feel overall is higher than Control. You see, like your Plague Tale is lower. Not to like judge your list or anything, but why
barely.
to get an understanding.
But barely.
What does Plague Tale do wrong that gives the Control the upper edge?
It's not that the Plague Tale did anything wrong. It's that for me, Control did it more right.
I get what you're saying. It's because, for example, if you were to delete everything, gameplay wise, Control is much more fun mechanically.
It is.
Like especially even more than the guns, the powers.
Yeah.
The powers are freaking awesome.
So amazing.
Yeah, like I would get the person and then throw them to another person.
Yes.
And all of that.
Yeah. I also love that
I just hate the flying enemies.
You know what those are annoying sometimes. You know what I also loved about her powers is that you don't need projectiles immediately next to you. If you have nothing to throw, she like rips up a piece of concrete and throws that piece of concrete. Yeah. I mean, those are the things.
Physics in the game of those little
it's so much fun, and you see like the piece literally missing.
Yeah, everything is like breakable. Everything, like even the side of a wall, the side of a column. She could even pick up a pencil or a Post-it note or a lamp. It's like so amazing.
She wants to throw everything.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I've had such a fun game. Yeah. You know, it was fun. It was fun. And it wasn't, it was dark, because let me tell you, some of those parts were dark as shit.
Yeah.
And like, mentally unstable things, but also it was fun to play that. Yeah. You know, they didn't make it too heavily dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Go with your number one.
My number one is Death Stranding. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
I really want to stab you right now.
Death Stranding and why I chose it as number one.
Before we get into that,
go ahead.
Can you explain to me what the fuck? Purple,
orange. Okay. Purple, orange, FedEx, sometimes brown, UPS, always white, mail. Because you do deliveries and packages.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so purple, orange, fad, X. Sometimes brown, UPS. Always white, male is always white.
What the hell?
Okay, so
So why'd you choose it?
okay, so maybe it's because sometimes when a game comes into your life and it at a right point and stuff like that and has a theme about life and death and then depression and stuff like that, it kind of maybe resonates more. You get me? And not to like guilt trip or anybody, like anybody in it. I could understand why people don't like gameplay. But to me, the overall feel and story of the game surpassed many of the rest. And to me, it still did something different. Death Stranding is something different. Not that, like an Oscar movie of the year or something, like a game has to be like prissy and do something different always to be number one or anything. Because even with, at first I didn't like Death Stranding. First I kind of was like a little scared and I was actually hating it a little bit. But then the more I played it and the more the mechanics started clicking, it became so much more fun and it uplifted me in a different way. And then I wanted to play more. I wanted to deliver packages. I wanted to connect America again. I wanted to be a better person. I'm not gonna cry. I don't know why.
God. Why are you crying?
I don't know, because it really touched me in a weird, profound, side level of it.
Okay.
And especially because you also have to see the director's point of view, at least with Hideo, and maybe hopefully in the future more game developers, the directors could speak so freely. Even though it's a team that makes a game, understand that, but he was going through loneliness too, and he wanted people to have an outlet and to understand, to feel understood that maybe in this world, even with technology, we need to connect again, because regardless of the machines, we need each other and we need that human connection. So like in that primal level of it, it was beautiful story wise. When you beat the game, you have like an hour movie. Like when you go to the end, like you have like an hour movie.
Like on top of
like,
the 40-minute cutscenes every single.
I could understand that. You could skip the bathroom ones. You could skip certain cutscenes, but you don't want to skip the cutscenes.
Of course you don't. What kind of psycho skips a cutscene?
Yeah, but at least it's not Xeno Saga, which is like different, like a 40-minute cutscene. Like this one's still the gameplay is key too. I did really love the gameplay. I liked the mechanics, and then I love the characters, the music. It's because in every layer it outshines, and it has a complete package. At least to me, it felt good. It was there, and it was something different. It wasn't carefree fun. It wasn't unlimited gun and shooting. It wasn't the stereotypical zombies, which I love those games too, and they're super high in my list too. This one it was something different, something out of nowhere, a new experience, a new character to connect with, new world to explore. Overall, it made me happy, and I really, really loved it.
I'm glad that you loved it.
And then
the
quotes, it's quotable, like, I'm fragile, but not that fragile. Keep on keeping on. And, it was just it was in the right place, right time. I was so excited. Now, for example, in another year, maybe it wouldn't be so high. Because we have to admit that this year, for games, even though it was fucking amazing this whole year for games, there wasn't that 10. All these games are 9s or lower. There wasn't like a 10. There wasn't like a 10. God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that. So I could understand that. But like Death Stranding to me is a 10 though. But I could understand why it wouldn't be for other people. No, because people are like,
definitely not
people were like, you're sucking Sony's dick, like you're a PlayStation fanboy. Like,
no way.
Yeah, and these were friends, not like strangers on the internet. These were my actual friends. They're like,
God.
why do you love Death Stranding so much? You're a poser. I'm like, oh my god. Because I don't lie, mama. I know. I would say the truth. I'll be like, I era una mierda. I hate it. Why are we delivering packages? Turn it off. 2 hours in, I hated it. But like I really, really, really enjoyed it. To all the themes and the villain, I liked him. Like I loved it.
I haven't been able to get into it. I have.
But you played a few hours though, because your trophy by the where it is, like you had to have at least played 4 more hours.
Which is horrible because nothing has happened.
To me, it triggered after hour 15.
Nothing has happened and it's already.
Yes, you have to pass a hump,
moving,
which is
understandable.
It's understandable.
And it's hard
but
to
Game
get
of
into
Thrones started. Oh, no, well, that's not a good comparison because Game of Thrones ended horribly.
Excuse you.
But Game of Thrones started off slow too, and then, even though a game, it's true, a game doesn't have to like it can.
But I mean, Game of Thrones didn't start off that slow.
I think it
started off slow, but I don't think I would compare the slow beginning of Game of Thrones to the slow beginning of Death Stranding.
No, Death Stranding, it's because I guess my expectations were tampered, and I'm like, let me give this a chance, and then I felt it little by little, and then it became amazing.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm really glad that you connected with it so much.
Yeah,
I'm glad you did.
It touched me in like so many ways. It's like really, it's something I will remember.
I mean, who knows? Maybe if I give it a real chance.
Now that's a one I don't want a sequel. I don't want a sequel. I don't want a sequel because it's the ending and everything. It was beautiful as a one. It was perfect as like a beautiful film swan, like
a film swan.
Yeah, like a swan song, whatever that dicho is, that saying, like it's perfect as a one-off.
I hope they don't do a sequel.
I hope.
I think it would be too much.
Yeah.
I haven't honestly
well, I mean, you don't know the ending,
4 or 5 hours, but I mean it would be too much. The first game is already too much.
Yeah.
Imagine another hour. I mean another
Can you imagine?
100 hours of this game.
Can you imagine?
I mean, how long did it take you to beat it? 50, 60, 70 hours?
It was
80?
like 52
hours?
That's why Bloodstain, it would have been my number 3 in the highest hours of games, but trying to platinum Bloodstain toppled it. Yeah, because I didn't platinum Death Stranding because I read it's like 2 hours to platinum. Even though Santi did Santi did it in 80 hours, so it is possible.
You planned them?
But then you also have to do it in hard mode, and whenever there's a trophy on like doing it in a really higher difficulty, I get turned off a bit. So, but maybe I'll platinum Death Stranding one day. I don't think I will because I move forward.
I don't think you will.
You know.
What was the replayability of this game?
Replayability? The replayability wasn't as high.
Thank God.
But everything else was higher, so it toppled it. But it does have replayability. At the time, I didn't want to go back to it. But Santi didn't want to waste money, so I lended it to him, so my flame died a little bit. Because after I did beat it, I got itchy.
You wanted to play it again?
I wanted to do the side missions and everything.
Seriously?
But it messed me up not messed me up because my friend wanted to play the game, and I beat it, so I wanted to lend it to him. But like, I think maybe I would have platinumed it.
Really?
Maybe, yeah. Because I also needed a break from it because I needed to like, because the ending was really, really trippy and also fuerte. So
you needed to process your emotions?
And process my emotions too.
Okay.
So
I get that.
Yeah, but So Last of Us 2. That's our most anticipated. We don't even have to reveal. Last of Us 2, May 29th. We're already upset because we could have had it a month from now on Valentine's Day.
I mean, imagine.
I know.
Imagine us playing it a month from now. Oh
I know,
God.
But now it's fucking 5 months. And it's the end of May.
Now
it's May 29th.
The end of May.
It's half the year because June is the middle point.
Yeah.
So it's like half the fucking year. And then Cyberpunk I'm dying for too.
But look. The good news is that it's coming out this year.
It is.
That's it.
We die.
The end? Oh my God. Why would you say that? I think I would come back and possess somebody and play it.
I know, right? Oh my God, can you imagine?
Bro.
I promise if any of us, we give permission to possess whoever. Like if you die or I die, to possess. But yeah, I can't wait for it.
I mean, I don't even have any words to express.
I am scared.
It
also is cautious.
What?
Because part 1 is a masterpiece. It's literally perfection.
It really is.
So it's a little bit scary. That I can feel it could still be great, but I feel like it could be an outcome where it's a little bit less than part 1. It has to land everything.
I mean, it does have to land everything.
And then I don't want, I think they're being smart. They're just showing the cliches first, and I think they're gonna switch all the. I hated that Ellie's girlfriend might die again, like the way they insinuate in the trailers.
I hope
we don't want
doesn't.
our gay or lesbians, even even though the world is fucked up, we don't want harm to our lesbian or gay characters.
We really don't.
Because we're so used to, like, even in normal stories for,
they always
queer
get the
character.
worst endings,
yeah,
man.
so it's weird, but it makes sense in a post-apocalyptic world. Nobody gets happy endings. But still, like, we already lost Ellie's first girlfriend.
Yes.
We don't need to lose another girlfriend.
No. Can
we
she
don't.
not die? That
Can
would be
she not
great.
die? Yeah. And then I wonder if they're going to do a twist, like how we played Ellie in the middle of the first one.
What if we play her?
What if we played Dina? Or maybe it might be reversed and we
she's
played
captured?
Joel. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Maybe they both get captured, and then you play as Joel,
Joel,
again.
maybe.
Oh my God! Imagine.
I know.
So many things can
I know
happen.
there's so many theories, like Joel is dead throughout the whole game, and
But
it's
he
his
can't
ghost
be
that's
dead.
following. Yeah, he can't be. And plus, that'll be a little bit too, like, everybody figured it out within the first trailer. That'll be, like, already... It's like, we don't know
God, what
anything.
if
We
he
don't know
is
anything.
dead?
With all the... I know.
Oh my God! What if she's looking back and there's nobody actually there, and it is his ghost?
It is, yeah. But that'll be too, like, we already anticipated. I don't know what they're going to do. It's so... You see how hard it is to follow up the masterpiece of the part one? But I think they're going to do it. I think
I think if anybody's capable of
doing
doing
it, it's Naughty.
them.
Yeah, it's Naughty Dog.
It's
They're going to fucking
definitely.
do it.
I mean, Neil
They're-
Druckmann is.
He's awesome.
I mean, he's such an amazing director.
Yeah.
He's so perfect.
But yeah,
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
And Cyberpunk, obviously.
Cyberpunk, I'm dying for.
I mean, Cyberpunk has a really good.
and now you're into first person,
I
so you
know.
might like it.
Maybe.
You're like, maybe.
We'll see.
Let's not get too close. And then Final Fantasy VII, of course, I'm gonna do. Resident Evil 3, which, have you done Resident Evil 2 yet?
No.
She fucking loves the Resident Evil. What are you nodding? You love the Resident Evil series, the ones we've played together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you should
The
start getting
Revelations?
into the series.
I should.
My God, it has such powerful female characters.
I know.
I love them.
They're really badass.
Yes, and this third one is Jill, the main one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with her lesbian haircut.
Did they come out with a remake of 1?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
But which one? Is it like the first one ever?
The first one ever.
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 Why do I remember? Because I remember playing.
There's a 0.
I remember playing.
That's before part 1, but it was made after.
I remember playing back in the PlayStation 1. I had an uncle who loved to play Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And there was one where you had to create herbs and combine herbs.
Yeah,
to
you do
kill
that
the
in all of them,
enemies.
actually.
Do you?
You do that in all of them. That's your health and your stat boost.
And your weapons sometimes because you.
Yeah, you have to combine. That's always been in all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember specifically this long hallway, where
They all have long hallways.
but like a dark long hallway.
And then things come out of the window?
No,
Dogs?
there's this guy coming towards you.
Oh, that was probably part 2.
He's like real.
It was probably part 2.
And it's really hard to
Mr.
kill
X.
him, and you have to shoot him with a specific combination of herbs.
Did he have an ugly face, or did he have a trench coat?
He had a trench coat.
Then it's part 2. Yeah. And you get to replay that. That's the latest remake.
No way.
And 3 is the...
Then I definitely have to get back into it. and
But
play
we
it.
can't wait for 2020.
I hope 2020. I mean, 2019 was a
It was
good
alright.
gaming year.
No, it was good. It was good.
It was
wasn't horrendous.
good. I
It wasn't
can't
like-
say it was incredible.
One day you'll have a top 10. One day. It's not going to be this year because we have PlayStation 5, which we haven't even mentioned. PlayStation 5 and the
PlayStation
new
5,
Xbox comes out this year. Everything's
new
new
X-
this year.
Hellblade,
Hellblade.
sadly,
It's only
on
Xbox?
Xbox.
Well, also PC, so we'll do computer. If we want to do that. No, because
I will not do
I
that game
know.
on a computer. Please. I'm going to have to bribe somebody. I'll have to talk to somebody that owns an Xbox to let me borrow it.
yeah,
Because,
just to play Hellblade.
Yeah, because,
Yeah, but you know that one's like 2 years and they
Because-
announced it, but you know it's going to be a while till they...
I will play that game
Yeah.
at all costs.
We love Hellblade. It was
I mean-
it was in 2017. It was like our number 2 or 3.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was my number. Which year was that?
2017.
But
We have the
what
video.
else came out? What else came out in that year?
That Horizon.
Then
Horizon
it's
was
not
our
my-
number 1.
Number 1 was Horizon.
But
I think it was my number 2.
2 and me, it was like number 3. It was really high.
I said it was just so good. It was so good.
yeah.
But yeah, PlayStation 5, Xbox.
All of that. It's a yeah.
I mean,
But it's not going to be as many games, I think.
not yet
because-
anyway. I mean, they have to still...
And next year might be bad too. Not super bad, but I mean like less because it's the new console year. You know, when it's new, it's like not
when
as many
people are
games.
trying to bring out
Yeah,
like new things.
yeah, we don't know anything. It's
not
a mystery.
That many sequels.
Not that many sequels yet. We have to
And
see where they go.
I mean, it has a lot of promise.
It
It's
has a
exciting to get a new console, but also it's like a little like
It's like, fuck.
you're like
Getting
again,
the money again and everything. It's felt shorter this.
right?
This,
I feel like I
but
just
it's
got my
because
PS4.
PS3 was longer.
PS3
was PS1, PS2. The time spans were shorter.
Shorter?
That's why they're like how we are now.
Uh-huh.
But PS3 was the longest. That's why we feel disoriented a little.
But it should be that long.
It should.
Honestly, I think it should be that long.
But it's been 6 years instead of 8. Because that was it was
Has
2
it
more
been
years.
6 years?
It's been 6 years.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
They should have done 8.
Yeah.
It would have been better.
But yeah. Well, bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed.
Bye,
Whoever
guys.
watches this, the 10 little cats.
The 3 people that
and
watch
thank
this.
you for joining me again,
Aw,
Pookie.
I love you.
20 years later,
Aw.
Last of Us 9. Ellie's third grandchild.
Aw.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.